Every living organism is fulfilled when it follows the right path for its own nature. The blazing fire makes flames and brightness out of everything thrown into it. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. That which is not good for the swarm, neither is it good for the bee. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. The universe is change, our life is what our thoughts make it. You are a little soul carrying about a corpse, as Epictetus used to say. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Remember that very little is needed to make a happy life. Life is neither good or evil, but only a place for good and evil. Nothing happens to anybody which he is not fitted by nature to bear. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be emerald and keep my color. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other, so either teach them, or learn to bear them. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. Do what you will. Even if you tear yourself apart, most people will continue doing the same things. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. What we do now echoes in eternity. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. Though you break your heart, man will go on as before. The memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. Whoever does wrong, wrongs himself. Whoever does injustice, does it to himself, making himself evil. Dig within. Within is the wellspring of good, and it is always ready to bubble up, if you just dig. What we cannot bear removes us from life. What remains can be borne. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Misfortune nobly born is good fortune. Confine yourself to the present. All men are made one for another, either then teach them better or bear with them. A man must stand erect, not be kept erect by others. Life is opinion. Neither worse than or better is a thing made by being praised. Anger cannot be dishonest. It loved to happen. How ridiculous and unrealistic is the man who is astonished at anything that happens in life. All things fade and quickly turn to myth. No man is happy who does not think himself so.